He's checking you out. Just kidding.
I don't know why he checked me out, but whatever.
There you go, thumbnail.
The little preview of the video is just that.
What's up, guys? We are again doing another podcast here on our channel, and it has been a while. It's been probably close to 4 months plus since we've actually done a proper podcast. We uploaded one like last week or something like that, and it was a pre-recorded podcast. We recorded that a while ago, and I'm pretty sure you guys could tell. Actually, I don't know. Pretty sure the topics we talked, because it was titled "The Worst Day Ever" or something like that.
The worst day imaginable.
Yeah. And we were talking about, these bad days we had. Oh, yeah, right. So I guess it was a little bit dated because we talked about when we were getting our Xbox One X's, and that was clear back in, March. So
yeah,
it's been a while, but, we're finally back doing another podcast.
And now
hopefully...
you've kind of had a worse day than that, too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I'll get into that in this podcast,
it's
but
a little bit voided.
Eventually I'll share that story. And then if you guys haven't noticed already, with my arm...
yeah, it looks nasty.
So I'll probably share that story on a different podcast or video. So
because we got some
there's a story behind that. It's a really fun story, not for me though, but for everybody else.
For everybody else,
story.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a good one. But yeah, so it's been a while since our last podcast. I told you this last night that I noticed in our videos that we posted, we literally haven't used this camera in any of these videos since we bought it for this channel. And
we've had the camera for what? 4
5 months, something like that. Yeah, and we've never used it thus far on the channel. We, talked in the second to last podcast, we're like, yeah, we're gonna get the camera, and we're gonna get all this new equipment. And literally we have, we've had it, but we haven't recorded podcasts or videos with it. I mean, I've used it for my personal channel, and it looks amazing on there. But now we have it for the podcast channel, so all the podcasts are gonna be looking way better, way sharper and stuff, as you guys can see already. It's not like somebody smeared Vaseline on the lens of the camera, because that's what it looked like before.
A little bit.
With the webcam that we were using. So yeah,
just not very good at the little bit farther range.
Yeah,
it's pretty good
up close. Yeah, it was decently sharp, but I mean, this kind of captures it more since it's a proper DSLR camera. So it is mid-September. It's been a while. Like we've said, but we have quite a lot to talk about. And so we're going to be, I guess, trying to kind of pace ourselves with this a little bit and only talk about specific topics, because if we legit just went on and on, we could probably have this be a 3-hour podcast at least.
And, as much information would be in that, it wouldn't be the best to probably watch.
Yeah, definitely. So first thing I think we need to discuss on the podcast for this week is Black Ops 4. And more importantly, the Black Ops 4 stream that we're going to be doing. So yeah, I am so pumped for this because we are finally doing it. It's absolutely official right now. We made a video about this before. I think we made it back in May or something like that. I uploaded it in July. So
yeah, it's been a while since we last really talked about it or anything like that.
But I mean, in that video, we did talk about that we are planning on doing the stream where we're trying to get to Master Prestige as fast as we possibly can in Black Ops 4.
Even if we can't be the first or the top 10 or whatever, just top in the world would be pretty
yeah, that'd
cool,
be really cool. Yeah. And just, streaming it live on Twitch and just having a fun time, because I've wanted to personally do this for years and years and years now. And I mean, I originally wanted to do it for Black Ops 2 when that game came out. That game came out 5 years ago now.
Almost 6 now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it would be 6 this year.
6 years now.
Ghost would be 5, yeah. So 6 years ago now. And, yeah, I wanted to do it ever since then. I wanted to do it for Ghost. I wanted to do it for Advanced Warfare. I wanted to do one for Black Ops 3.
Almost every single year. We got to try and make it happen. But, we didn't have really profitable jobs or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't have any money. Didn't really have the setup or the location or anything like that. So it was never really easy to get to do, because there's so much stuff that goes into it that people don't get.
Yeah, there's so many obstacles behind it, and I mean, this year still we have quite a lot of obstacles to kind of overcome to do this, but it's not as many as previous years because initially for the very first one for like Black Ops 2, and I guess also for Ghost. Ghost is the year I wanted to go all out, but you know, it was going to cost a lot of money because I wanted to get 6 Xboxes and I wanted to get 6 monitors, wanted to get maybe up to 6 computers so we could all be streaming and, you know, recording stuff all at the same time. Like 6 SCUF controllers, 6 headsets, everything like that, you know, like one like station for each person. But I mean, obviously that was gonna.
That's a lot of money, especially with 6 computers that can work well enough at the same time on the same internet connection and all that
was
stuff.
Another thing. I was like, we're gonna have to get like 2 business class lines coming in, one specifically for the stream, and one specifically just for us to like game on. So all the Xboxes are connected to one connection, and then all the computers are hooked up to another one. Just
that
so it's
would
like
be
spread out the bandwidth and stuff.
Very, very expensive just on the, you know, the bills side of it.
Yeah.
It's not really that worth it. Well, maybe it would be, but at the time being, it really wasn't worth it.
Yeah, and it, you know, wasn't really very feasible to happen, you know, at all back 5 years ago. And even now, it's still really unlikely, but I mean, who knows, maybe some other time we'll actually do that at some point and we'll
have a 6-man stream.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really cool. But for now, we're just focusing on this one. It's going to be really awesome. We're going to be doing it on Xbox. So the reason why we're doing it on Xbox is just because that's where we're most familiar with. That's what I play, that's what Harrison plays, and that's what my brother plays. He's going to be, you know, hopping on and playing with us too on the stream. And, you know, we're just all, you know, super familiar with Xbox. I mean, I play PlayStation, and I could do it on PlayStation, but, you know, between you and him playing on there, it just doesn't...
I could do it. I mean, I've played PlayStation enough in the recent little bit, like, since with the Black Ops 4 beta and stuff, we played PlayStation basically for a week straight.
Played with the multiplayer beta and then the Blackout
and then the Blackout beta. So I'm pretty... I can do it. You know, I could have done it, but I just don't... I don't have access to a PlayStation, and even if we used both the PlayStations that, you know, that you have, then, you know, it would still, it's just still, we all have Xboxes, and
so much easier with Xbox.
It's gonna work better like that.
Yeah, and we're just way more familiar with it too. Plus, there was kind of an issue we kind of thought about that might arise if we use PlayStations, and that is that the cooling on PlayStations isn't, you know, as kind of well put together as it is on Xbox. So if we're going to be streaming and playing 24/7 on a PlayStation,
we don't want it to overheat after like a day and a half or something like that. We want to try and be able to make it just a little bit farther than that. We plan on hopefully being able to just switch back and forth between my personal Xbox and your personal Xbox. We wanted to get a third Xbox One X, just mainly for the streams. It's like brand new, and just put that to work, and then we switch if we had to. But right now we're going to use our personal ones, and we're going to try and switch off which Xbox is used for the stream account, just for the fact that we don't want anything overheating or anything getting ruined.
I mean,
it's
I have no doubt
expensive
that like an Xbox could, you know, run for, you know, that long and not have any problems like long term. But, you know, it's our personal Xboxes, so we're not gonna, you know, risk it. Plus, it's
we play a lot on them anyways.
Yeah, and they run nice and cool and stuff, and so it's really nice. But I mean, other than just the Xboxes itself, we're already prepping for the stream in other ways. We made a list of all like the physical hardware and everything we need for the stream, and went ahead and started buying that stuff up. So I'm really pumped about this.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this stuff, but I have barely put together a brand new computer. So I ordered all the parts, so they should be coming this weekend and early into next week, and I'm really pumped about that. I can't wait to be able to build this computer and to use it.
Pretty much gone all out for that computer. It's some of the best hardware you can get.
Yeah, so basically what's in this computer is the CPU. I got an i7-8700K, which I
top of the line mainstream type deal.
I'm gonna try and overclock it to about 5 gigahertz, but that also, you know, all depends on my cooling, which for my cooler I have an H100i. I think it's a Cooler Master cooler for it, which should hopefully get it to 5 gigahertz. It's an AIO cooler, so that's really awesome. And then for the GPU in it, for the time being, I'm only just going to do my 1050 Ti. That's what I have in my current computer over there. And I'm just going to swap that over into the computer. But, you know, after a little while, hopefully going to get an RTX 2080 Ti. I know a lot of you guys probably aren't very happy with that decision. But, I mean, honestly, it's the top of the line card at this point. Unless I wanted to get, you know, like a Tesla card or, you know, something like that. Or, you know. And, yeah, with the 2080 Ti, I'd be able to smoke Black Ops 4 4K ultra settings, everything on it, just absolute max settings, over 60 FPS, just blow that game out of the water.
Which would be just fantastic.
Yeah, look amazing. And really happy about this computer. I'm going to do an M.2 SSD instead of a SATA SSD. I plan on getting a SATA SSD at some time in the future, but for now I'm just going to do the M.2. It's a 250 gig M.2 SSD, so that should be plenty to, you know, install Windows on, to install like Steam, to install Adobe Media Encoder, Premiere, Photoshop, Chrome, basically all the, you know, day-to-day, you know, like tasks and programs I use on there. And then also going to get, you know, like a physical, you know, of course you got to get a hard drive because, you know, SSDs and stuff, they aren't very good for storage capacity. So just going to have one of those so I can save all of my videos to it and record to that. But then, you know, I can boot up the computer off of this M.2 SSD. But yeah, it's really cool. I found out that I didn't really know this before, but M.2 SSDs are like quite a bit faster than SATA SSDs. So you were telling me about how your brother put together a laptop and it has a SATA SSD in it, and that thing boots like so quick.
So fast. I mean, he had this old laptop beforehand, which he gave me. And I got onto it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Then I used his computer once for something. I was like, holy crap, this thing is fast. Like everything, like the connection we have is exactly the same in the same house, same Wi-Fi, everything. But everything booted up like instantly on his computer. And mine takes, you know, like 30 seconds to get into freaking Windows or something like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And I've heard that getting an SSD is like the biggest change you can really do to your computer. That's like the most noticeable change. Like you can get like, you know, more RAM, you can get faster RAM, you can get, you know, a new CPU with like more cores and that, you know, is clocked higher, stuff like that. You know, even if I dropped, you know, like I think it's almost $1,500 on a RTX 2080 Ti and, you know, got one of those. Apparently, you know, the biggest difference that you're going to see in a computer is from an SSD. Just like seeing, because everything just becomes way more responsive, and it's just the like most noticeable change overall, because you're going to see, you know, these programs that, you know, you've used for how long, you know, that take, you know, you basically know how long they're going to boot up, and then all of a sudden, boom, they boot up in like 3 seconds. You're like, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, honestly, because switching from one to the other, it's just like, why is this so fast? Like, it just boots up real quick. It's just like, I wish it could always happen, and then you keep opening up stuff, and it just opens up as fast as possible. And it's just, you know, everything, loading speeds, everything is just so much faster.
And apparently the M.2 SSDs are, you know, even faster than SATA ones, and so I'm going to have my boot drive as an M.2 SSD along with all my programs, so it'll be even faster than a normal SSD, which I don't have an SSD, so I'm going to go from is from a straight up hard drive. I think it's a 5400 RPM hard drive to an M.2 SSD.
You're going to be a lot, wow!
Yeah, Windows, you know, click, you know, power on. Windows is going to immediately prompt me to log in and stuff. I'm excited to see this new computer.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome because you'll have pretty much everything for it in less than a week.
Yeah, it's all going to be coming really quickly.
So it should be all put together and ready to use in about a week from today.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And I mean, overall, it's a fun experience, and I'm really excited to actually, you know, put everything together and to like see it all boot up and stuff. And I'm really excited for this new CPU. Like, that's the most expensive part of this whole computer until we get to, you know, the GPU. Once I get that down the line, that's, you know, almost 5 times the price of the CPU. But yeah, so
yeah, the CPU that's an expensive little trucker, $369 or something like that.
$370, and I mean, it's just for, you know, one little component. Like, if you think about it, you know, the Xbox One X, $500, you get, you know, the full thing. You get basically, you know, inside you get like, you know, the motherboard, the RAM, you get a cooler, you get the CPU, you get a GPU, and, you know, basically a copy of Windows, you know, for $500.
500.
But for this, it's legit $370 for just the CPU. But
and
the difference,
altogether, what is it? It's about 1,200 ish.
Yeah, about 1,100 without the GPU. And if I get that, it's going to go up to about 2,600 total for the computer, depending
for the 2080.
2080 Ti. Yeah.
Woo!
Depending on the pricing for that, but I mean, it should be a really good investment. I did the math on this, in fact, because the i7 8700K is an absolute beast processor, and it's 6 cores, 12 threads. My current CPU is an i5 3340, not K or anything like that, just 3340, and it's 4 cores, 4 threads at 3.1 gigahertz. But this one, I think it starts out at 3.7 is the base clock on the i7 8700K. But, of course, since it's the K version, I can overclock it up to, however high I can get it.
Yeah. And cooling is a big part of that. So.
Yeah. And, I mean, if I have to in the future, I can upgrade my cooler. Hopefully, be able to get to it. Get over to, 5 gigahertz. That'd be amazing. But, 5 gigahertz across 6 cores is absolutely going to smoke, like, any task I can throw at it. So, currently, when I rendered a 20-minute, I think it was the Fortnite video we did on this channel, actually. Yeah. So you guys should check that video out, where Harry played Fortnite for the very first time live.
It sucked. I was terrible.
It was a fun video, in my opinion. I really liked that video, so you guys should go and check that out. It was really entertaining.
Straight up, that's my personality for you right there.
So if you guys want to see more of those videos, comment down below or on that video, and we'll make sure to make more of that type of content. It doesn't have to be Fortnite, but if you want more of that style of content or whatever,
for sure we're gonna do Blackout when the game comes out.
Yeah,
for sure you'll see that. If you want any PUBG or Fortnite, we can definitely still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind doing that at all. But we're just right now just preparing for Black Ops 4.
Yeah,
have Blackout, and I mean it was super fun when we played it in the beta.
Yeah,
like it was kind of surprising to me because I've played, since then I've played Fortnite and I've played PUBG, and they were pretty fun and I liked them, but it's not really my style of play and whatever because I played Call of Duty first person, first person shooters and that kind of stuff, and then when Blackout came out, it was kind of just meshed the two quite well with the first person battle royale mode. I
think it's the perfect battle royale in my opinion.
Especially for our type of style for our gaming for just Call of Duty straight up. It was perfect and I loved it. It was really fun. I mean, there's a bunch of fun stuff in there with the trucks and stuff. You got a video about that. Yeah,
just using vehicles only. That was a really fun video. I'll link that down in the description along with the Fortnite video.
That was awesome. How many kills did you get? Like 2 or 3 with that stupid truck?
In one game I think I got 2 right off the bat where I just run people just right over, just boom,
and they're gone
in the truck, and and it instantly downs them and kills them. So really entertaining, but
it's super fun. It was. I mean, it's a little bit frustrating when you're on duos because not both of you can get in the truck.
Yeah,
I have to lay in the bed.
Back. Yeah,
and so I would get in the bed, and then we're trying to drive away from people shooting at us, and they can shoot me, but they can't shoot him. So I'm in the back, like, oh no! And then I'm downed in the back of the bed of the truck,
and I'm like driving around with his body in the back.
And just
like, and I have to pull off somewhere and hurry and hop in the back of the truck and revive him.
Yeah, but it was super fun. I mean, you ran me over with a freaking ATV like 4 times.
Because I'm like backing up so that way you don't have to run towards it. And I accidentally, because you can't see when you're backing up because you only have, still that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I don't know where bam! And I just run him.
And I'm like, I'm dead, bro! Then he's like, goes back forward, runs me over when I'm down, and now I'm dead. I'm like, well.
It was such an entertaining thing.
But it's fun. Or we were in the truck and we were sitting on top of a hill. We're just sitting there. I'm laying down and we're just, chilling. And we see this guy and he's like walking around down there like, oh, don't move. Just sit there. We watched him and he walked up to the truck and he tried to get in the truck, but we're both in the truck.
Yeah, I'm
just pop right up
on the driver's seat.
Shoot him right in the back and then, okay, hop back in the truck.
Dude must have been so mad.
He's like, what?
It's a really fun mode, honestly, to play. The whole battle royale concept in general is something that I don't it's not my favorite thing to play.
Yeah.
But it's honestly really fun if you're just kind of screwing around, even if you're like going like and you're serious about it, and like because we got a couple wins, really fun.
We have
still,
3 wins now. We have 1 on PlayStation, and then we have 2 on Xbox.
I think yeah, something like that at least.
Yeah,
I thought we had
and or is it more on Xbox? Because I know we only got the 1 on PlayStation.
yeah.
That took us a while because we don't really play Battle Royale modes, so we didn't really know what to do. Once you get into that final little area, they don't have a final safe zone. It's a once you get into that final safe zone, it actually still encloses pulling you into one center.
It keeps
of space
going smaller and smaller
until there's no safe area. So it's basically like once you hit that last bit, you're right up
just have to
run against each other, and you just gotta go. And it's a much different gameplay than when you're out in the open, trying to snipe somebody with the paladin or something like that. We have some cool videos of doing stuff like that or whatever. And
really fun.
That's super cool.
Can't wait to play the full game version of it. But yeah, so the Fortnite video I made, that was like a 20-minute video, something like that. Took
16 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. Took me 75-ish minutes to render that on my current computer. And, doing the math between, of course, the 4 cores on this, at 3.1 gigahertz or whatever. With this new computer with the 8700K, it should be able to render that same video in about 15 minutes. So for me personally, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that
it drops about a quarter of the time of real time. So it goes...
It's like, it's faster than real time. It's like you're playing it, at like...
1.25 speed.
Yeah. And really, really awesome there. Like for me as a content creator and like posting videos and stuff, that is amazing because currently like any video I make, it just drags on and on and on. Like
further rendering.
Yeah, rendering is by far
the
bottleneck of my workflow. It's just, it takes hours upon hours for some videos. Like I can almost guarantee this video is probably going to take like at least 4 hours to render, unless and actually we won't have a computer by the time this goes up.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to get a new CPU for this computer too. So looking into getting an i7 3770K, which I don't have a overclockable motherboard, but it'll still be good to have the K version of that chip because it starts out at a base clock speed of 3.5 gigahertz compared to 3.4 with the 3770. So I get an extra 100 megahertz across 4 cores. I also get hyper threading, so I get 8 threads with that CPU. And I mean, obviously, it's going to help a lot, but it's not going to be like anything compared to the 8700K. How much of a difference that thing is just going to smoke.
Just gonna be
any renders, any tasks, anything on that too.
It's looking like it's going to be a fantastic, just amazing computer. All the hardware, everything is just set up to be, perfect for the stream and for rendering these videos and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Which is, what we want and what we need here, because what we're planning on doing is making so many videos for Black Ops 4. Like, we legit have lists. Like, I have a list of specific videos I want to do for my channel, and I probably have close to like 100 video ideas of stuff I want to do. Like, it's like boom, 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 boom.
And with the rendering speed of this new one, with the smaller than real time, we could almost physically render 24 hours a day.
Yeah, we could almost like upload basically 24 hours worth of footage in 24 hours.
In less than 24 hours, in 22 hours. And we can't physically make that many videos. Yeah. So
and don't worry, we're not going to make that many videos for the channels.
It's not going to be that bad.
But we are going to have lots of videos, and there are going to be really good videos. So it's not just like hours and hours of just whatever videos. These are going to be like good videos that you guys are going to want to watch. Lots of zombies videos. That is going to be a huge thing for our channels this year, is a lot of zombies content. Because, we have 4 zombies maps this year. Like, how incredible is that? We got 9 and Voyage of Despair. So those are the 2 Chaos storyline maps. So that's really cool. That's the Gladiator Arena and then the Titanic. So that's really fun.
That one's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for that one. That one apparently is supposed to be one of the most difficult, like, regular, just like movable maps, because there's a lot of smaller corridors, not a big area. And we just watched a video the other day where who was it?
Mr. Raffle
Mr.
talked
Raffle
about
Waffles
that
was
with
talking
Jason
about it.
Wendell and about how he talked about
and to make
everything
like
going
when you're
with it.
making a map for a more casual player, for your first time player, you just basically make everything more spread out, more open. That's what 9 is for, right?
Yeah. That's
They
what
said 9 is your basic
that's like your
casual
map.
player because there's a lot of open area and it's easy to go wave by wave with being able to see a lot of stuff. And then your voyage is a lot harder for more of your hardcore player and whatnot because it's a lot more, it's the Titanic.
Yeah,
small
so
hallways and
whole lot
and
harder to
rooms
play in.
and-
Like I guarantee there's gonna be like like probably like maybe a dinner room or something like that you can run around. Maybe like the engine room.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be like a decent area you can run around in,
Mhm.
but it's not gonna be anything like too great.
Yeah, it's not going to be super big. I mean, for an actual ship or whatnot, you might be able to get like a decently big area on like the deck or something like that, or as you said, the dining room area.
Yeah.
But most likely, those are like it's going to be like 2 or 3 maybe big-ish areas, and that's about it. But even getting to those areas is going to be pretty hardcore because I mean hallways. You know how big a normal hallway is when you're running through. Like, let's say, Black Ops 2 and Buried, when you're going through the tunnel system or whatever. You can't run past the zombie in that. And that's how big about a hallway would probably be in Voyage or whatnot. Yeah. So, it's going to be a really tough area. You're going to have to be shooting zombies while you're going through. You're not going to be able to run past very much unless you're, like me and you can slip your way through.
It's going to be really fun to play. And, of course, we got another 2 zombies maps alongside that, which, first one, Classified, which I am really excited about. We haven't heard anything about it yet, which I'm a little bit disappointed by.
It's like a remake
of 5. But at the same time, they haven't said that it's like a remake. It's 5, but not 5. So it could be I think it's going to be like a remake / reimagining of 5. So I don't think it's a remaster like they had with Zombies Chronicles because, of course we have the Black Ops 3 Origins and Black Ops 2 Origins. But they're literally the exact same map.
Just
no layout changes.
Better
it's only
graphics and weapons and
that's the only
and
change.
then the gobble gun machines. So just little things added in or better quality, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what Classified is going to be like. I think it's going to be probably some of the same layout, but I think they're going to change.
I bet you your starting area is probably about the same because that's the presidential little area. That's like a legit place.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So that's probably going to stay about the same.
I assume the war room is probably going to be there, but there's probably going to be and the main war room.
Oh,
I mean, I feel maybe the labs are going to be changed quite a bit. But
that's what I would think too. Is the labs?
It's probably going to have maybe different areas that branch off from that.
Yeah.
Because that's it's the Pentagon, so it's the war room is the standard thing for it. But I mean, we haven't heard anything really about Classified, so. That's going to be also really fun and exciting to hop into for the very first time because we won't have we don't. I mean, we don't
used
even
to play
have
that
trailer
all the time,
or
5 and whatnot.
Really fun map.
We're gonna hop in, see what's new, see what's different.
We haven't seen anything about the map. No trailers for it. No images. Nothing. And
what I'm really excited for is if they're gonna put JFK, Nixon, and those guys in there again. If they're gonna remaster them, or if it's gonna be if it's going to be because they said the original crew is only going to be in Blood of the Dead, and that's the last place they're going to be, right?
I think so. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that whole thing, but
they're probably not going to be in Classified, most likely, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they could be because we haven't heard anything about it, but most likely it's
could be these other guys. So, and then of course the last map, which is Blood of the Dead, which we did get an intro cinematic thing for that, but. Same time, that didn't show off anything. It showed off the laboratory with the I think is it the premise crew or something? I don't remember the zombies, different crews or whatever. But
the OG crew,
with Misty, Russman, Stunger, and Marlton, those guys, you see them. They're actually frozen under Alcatraz, so that's kind of cool. But I mean, that's kind of the only thing we saw. That
they don't show a whole lot.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's really cool. I'm really excited for that map. It's going to be really fun. But, I mean, with all these zombies maps...
we should have a whole lot of videos. I mean, try not to overload all of it, but we're going to try and get some general videos up and then have some more
We're going to have a lot of detailed videos, guides, Easter eggs, and stuff like that, gameplays. tons of videos that I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy. It's not going to be just gameplays, or it's not going to be, just like Easter eggs. It's going to be, a mix of a lot of different stuff, and I feel like you guys are really going to want to tune in and watch these if you're, a Zombies fan.
Mm-hmm.
And for multiplayer, we're going to do a lot of gameplays of us playing live and, playing through multiplayer.
I mean, for sure, because, we have the live stream, so that's going to be our main
thing.
Huge, big multiplayer thing. But we're for sure going to bring in a couple other multiplayer videos. We have
types of content,
a few more ideas for that for separate videos.
And then, of course, we got Blackout too, which is going to be a lot of videos. A lot of that is more going to be sort of gameplay videos, maybe like funny moments and stuff like that, some Easter eggs, but
just like highlight stuff. But,
yeah,
it's Blackout.
And of course, they got those specialist missions. That's kind of like their campaign-ish type thing this year. So
is it supposed to be kind of like Spec Ops then?
I guess. I think
that's
so.
That's kind of what I figured, but
I'm pretty sure it's like included in multiplayer, but I think it's going to be kind of similar to. My guess is how it's going to work. It's going to be similar to Black Ops 3, how you open up like your specialist page and you can like flip their card over and listen to their like transcriptions, and then you're going to be able to like click and play like a mission for that specific specialist. That's my guess as to how
that would make sense. So you have to like maybe do you have to unlock like
maybe the
extra things? Or so like you start off with a transmission, and then you go through and you get all of their stuff done. Then you get another transmission, and then you get the hero armor, and you get another transmission.
Yeah.
And so that's probably how it's going to be, right?
Something like that, thinking? Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense to me, but who knows? We don't have a whole lot of information on a couple things. It's not like
there's a lot of content this year.
A lot of stuff where they've gone in depth in a lot of them.
Yeah. And I'm kind of excited for that. We're kind of going into it blind quite a bit, where we aren't going to, be able to find out a lot of these things, before launch. Like, I'm really kind of glad that they haven't said like almost anything about classified, because
now you're going to have to look to us to find out what's going on, or play it yourselves. But look to us first.
And of course, throughout this all, we're going to be posting tons of videos on YouTube, but then we're also going to be streaming on Twitch 24/7 when the embargo for videos and streams and everything goes live. As soon as that starts, we're going to be streaming 24/7
starting
until we get to Master Prestige. So
starting the 11th at sometime, probably around 4 or 5 is when the embargo will lift, and we'll go live as soon as we possibly can then. And then from then till a week later, so then
it could be a week, could be 4 days or something. Who knows? However long it takes us to get to Master Prestige. My guess is they're going to follow years past of Treyarch prestiges. So Black Ops 2 had 10 prestiges, Black Ops 3 had 10 prestiges. My guess is Black Ops 4 is going to have 10 prestiges. I mean, World War II had 10 prestiges as well, and they all had 55 levels in each. So that's my guess as to what they're going to be doing for Black Ops 4 this year. I mean, they could change it up and pull, like a Black Ops 1 and have 15 prestiges, and maybe pull from Modern Warfare 3 and have 80 levels per prestige. Who knows what they're going to do this year. But, I mean, it should be really fun. We're going to be streaming live 24/7, just, playing as much as we can, hopefully trying to get to Master Prestige. Hopefully, can be the first people in the world, but if not,
realistically, we're thinking hopefully top 10,
maybe top 5. Hopefully.
That would be fantastic. Yeah. I think, on the low end of things, we probably won't get lower than hopefully top, 30 or something like that. We'll get higher. It should be but
pretty good.
There's a lot of people going in a race to Master Prestige. So
yeah, there are.
We got to go hard and just grind. So, and we've gotten, some gameplay already. So we both have a little bit of experience, and hopefully we can just grind through it and just get there as fast as possible. And I mean, I've been playing more just games in general, trying to make myself better, trying to get it so that I can help as much as possible on the stream. And then Preston's pretty good. Yeah. So we should have a good crew of guys going on for this, and we should be able to hopefully get it.
Another cool thing relating to Black Ops 4 is the Mystery Box Edition, which is absolutely amazing. I pre-ordered that on Xbox and PS4. I'm so pumped for that because it's a physical mystery box. Like, how awesome is that? It's like an actual mystery box. My only kind of one gripe about it, and it's not even that much of a gripe, it's just something I was like, well, it's whatever. But if it was like the original, like OG mystery box, that's what I would like. But unfortunately, it's I guess not really unfortunately, but it's the new, like, Chaos storyline mystery box. So it's going to be the
which is
mystery
pretty
box
cool,
from
honestly. Still,
9 and Voyage of Despair. Yeah, it's really cool still, but
it looks awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
really cool. It comes with, of course, like the mystery box, which is gonna like make sounds when you like lift it up and stuff, just like the Juggernog fridge for Black Ops 3. Include a steelbook for the game. It's of course gonna include the game, gonna include the Black Ops Pass, some fig pins, specialist patches, 3 lithographs. So for Blood of the Dead, Voyage of Despair, and 9, and then it's also going to include a pop socket, a Black Ops 4 themed pop socket, and I already said the fig pins, right?
Then the 1,000-piece
zombies puzzle
anniversary puzzle,
and the comic book, Dark Horse comic book too.
Oh yeah, the first #1 edition
of that, and that talks about the storyline of this new storyline of Black Ops 4. So these new characters, these new maps and stuff. That storyline, which is really cool. And it'll be really interesting and fun to read and to look through that. But I mean, we're both really excited about that puzzle because I mean, that image that Treyarch like has on that puzzle they share, really cool because it's like the 10th anniversary zombies things, and it has an image of all sorts of things zombies on it. It has stuff from Origins, has stuff from Mob of the Dead, has stuff from Transit, Moon.
I mean,
all
of pretty much all of
Treyarch like the history zombies. Of Treyarch zombies. Yeah, really really cool. And
1,000-piece puzzle, and we're definitely gonna put that together pretty quick.
Yeah, put it together on the stream.
I love puzzles, honestly, so it's gonna be fun in both ways. I mean, it's really cool to look at, and it's also it's a puzzle.
Yeah,
I mean, I love puzzles, so yeah, that'll be pretty awesome. That mystery box bundle it's really freaking cool.
Yeah,
makes me extremely excited to
get that. Yeah, that would be really good. One thing we talked about last night is, unfortunately, apparently, it looks like Mountain Dew and Doritos aren't going to do anything for Black Ops 4 this year, which we're like, what?
Well, they could, but like it's less than a month until the game release, and there's no game fuel out, and there's no promotion for Doritos. I mean, unless we haven't seen it. We went to the store also last night and looked, and there was nothing there. I mean, maybe it's just a little bit of a late thing this year, but normally it comes out pretty close to exactly a month before the game releases.
Yeah. I mean, Game Fuel usually comes out end of September, early October is when that starts. But unfortunately, the difference this year is that it said the game coming out in early November is coming out in October. So it's like...
I mean, it could still come out in end of September, so like in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then or early October. I mean, they still could do that just to keep on that same timeline with Pepsi and whatnot. I really hope that's not the case, though. I really hope if they're going to do it at all, at least for double weapon XP or double XP, that it starts as soon as possible, that we see it in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But if they're not going to do the promotion, then I mean, I guess the best thing is it just comes out beforehand, so we can at least just get some.
Yeah.
Just chug that down.
Looking forward to that. They have a sponsorship with Monster, but unfortunately, that whole thing, it's not as great as you would think. Like you get double XP from it for multiplayer in Black Ops 4, but
it's like
you can only use an hour a day and 40 total
a day.
So it's like,
so we're only going to be able to use like at the most 7 hours.
Yeah,
and that's one every day, and so that's not that great. Except you can buy the 10 packs and get like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you can only do like 1 code a day, but it's like still only 2 hours. I mean, it's kind of worth it, but at the same time, it's like we're not going to drink that much Monster, so.
Yeah. And
or if any at all.
It's not, as great of a promotion as the doing Doritos usually does, the Fuel Up for Battle, Game Fuel and stuff. Because with that, it's literally you get to enter like 300 codes total per account, and each one gives you like an hour of double XP. So you can legit have like a couple hundred hours of double XP.
So we could literally have double XP the entire time, but if they don't do the promotion, then
we're not going to have it. So
I mean, I guess it kind of levels the playing field for everybody, because if there's people that have more resources, more money than we do to be able to like get the 100% the most amount of double XP as possible, and us, we have limited supplies, limited resources and whatnot, and so we can try, but there's a good possibility we wouldn't be able to get it for 24/7. But with no promotion, then it gives us a little bit more of a level playing field. We don't have to worry about the double XP. We can just get, a couple packs of monsters, and then we're fine.
Yeah. But I mean, the unfortunate thing about that is that since it won't be double XP, I mean, it still could be, but
just for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, if it's not, that double XP, we're going to be ranking up slower. I mean, we're going to be ranking up at the normal rate, but I mean, we could be ranking up twice as fast. So, because of this, it might drag on the stream a little bit more, but you never know. We've got a couple tricks up our sleeve as to how we're going to, hopefully beat other people in the world to master prestige.
We've got a few things that we want to go for specifically to gain the most XP possible in the least amount of time.
Yeah, so we got some plans for that.
Strategy.
Hopefully it'll be really good. Looking forward to that. I mean, the stream itself should be really fun and entertaining. We have a bunch of plans for it. We're not just going to be, sitting there just like playing the game. We're going to be actually like interacting with you guys, the viewers, the audience, quite a bit. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things throughout the stream. Maybe some giveaways. We're going to be doing some high stakes. Some of those throughout it too, so that's gonna be really fun and entertaining. Hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, maybe not so much for us. Maybe if you're doing it, it'll be entertaining for me.
Yeah. We'll keep it to you. We'll keep it to when you're doing stuff. I could sit in the side and just laugh at you from behind and be like, ah.
I mean, it's gonna be a really fun stream. Really excited for that, and just overall, like it's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited to be able to finally do this. It's been a long time coming. And
6 years.
Yeah.
This is the first time we wanted to do it. And, 6 years ago, we were 13.
Yeah.
About,
So it's taken a while, but it's finally here. This is the year we're actually going to get to do it. And what a better, there's no better year to do it than Black Ops 4. So, for this year for Treyarch's game.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Really excited about that. And I can't wait for it. So another thing that we're kind of working on in the meantime before Black Ops 4 comes out is we're trying to get every achievement in every Call of Duty game before that happens. I mean,
it's been a real grind. And you're really close.
Yeah.
I'm not super close because I haven't played all of the Call of Duties like so intensely. Like when I first started playing, Call of Duty games and stuff, I was a bit older than when you started. I mostly played Halo and stuff because my parents were really weird. They're all like, well, you can't play Call of Duty because it's people killing people, but you can play Halo because it's people killing aliens. It's like, it's even more gory than Call of Duty, but whatever!
Yeah.
So we got get it, I guess.
Yeah, achievements left in that game. Personally, I have one left in Call of Duty Classic, and that is beating the game on Veteran. I have every achievement in Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 3, I have all the multiplayer achievements I need to do, which that's going to be a grind. I'm not looking forward to that. And then beating the game on Veteran, which that campaign on Veteran for some reason is just ridiculously hard.
Call of Duty 3?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's fun though. I love Call of Duty 3. That's the first Call of Duty that I really started playing, but I didn't do any I just did campaign stuff. And what else is in that game? Do they have a multiplayer in Call of Duty 3?
Yeah. It's an interesting multiplayer. I'm pretty sure that was the first that has vehicles in it. So that's like the only Call of Duty game really with vehicles. Call of Duty 4, all I have left to do on that game is just to do Mile High Club on Veteran. Not looking forward to that. That's gonna be really hard.
That one's hard, but
yeah. I mean, it's only one mission, so it shouldn't be too
just
bad.
Just gotta grind through it, especially since the last time we actually tried to do Mile High Club on Veteran was years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's probably going to be way easier for us. We're going to probably get through it on like our third or fourth try and be like, that really wasn't that bad.
Yeah. And then World at War, I have every achievement. Modern Warfare 2, I have every achievement. Black Ops 1, I only have some zombies achievements, so I only have 2 achievements in Shangri-La, and then I have 4 in Moon. So
we
not too bad.
In Moon? Oh no, we only have 2 in Moon.
Because 2 of them are the Easter egg. And then 2 of them are
because we haven't done them on Black
excavators.
Ops 1. We've only done them on Black Ops 3.
Yeah, and then, so I'll be done with Black Ops 1 by then, with those ones. Modern Warfare 3, I've completely 100%ed. Black Ops 2, I need to get all the challenges in the campaign, which, oh boy, that is an achievement to get.
And you got some zombies achievements there too, right?
Yep, I just have the all the challenges in the campaign, and then the Dire Eyes Easter egg, and then I'll be done. with all the achievements.
So we need to find some two other
players
people to do that with us.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that one either.
And
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on the buried Easter egg though. That pisses me off.
That's a story.
That's something for a later date though.
Yeah. And then for Ghosts on the 360, I only have beating the fourth extinction map, Exodus, on hardcore difficulty with a relic. So just one achievement left to do on the 360 version. On the Xbox One version, I have to escape on point of contact, the very first map with 4 players.
With 4 players?
Yeah.
So we need to go in a public match for that.
Yeah, then I need to beat the game on Veteran, which I am about 3/4 of the way through right now. It's not a bad game to play through on Veteran. It's really good campaign in general. Yeah, it's really nice. And then I need to do just a couple ones in Exodus. We need to do all the challenges and, kill the final ancestor. Got to kill all the 3 ancestors at the very end within 10 seconds of killing the first one.
So basically we just have to finish
without killing any of them.
Which we're not 100% sure yet, but we're not sure if the final challenges in that last area count towards finishing all the challenges. Because once you get to that point, there is one challenge. It's kill an ancestor in 180 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's not a hard challenge, but unless it's the last ancestor and we're already got the
other 2
ancestors damaged really hard and have it like...
Yeah. We'd have to play it twice. Like that is the one scenario that we'd be able to get the completionist for getting all the challenges and killing all 3 ancestors.
Unless those challenges at the end don't count. If they don't count, then we can get both in the same run. We haven't gotten there without failing at least one, but normally it's the kill 10 zombies in 30 seconds or 10 aliens in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
because they just won't spawn. And
like
you're
it'll spawn like 5, by the time we get to the end it's maybe 7 or 8, but that's all that it is spawned, and it literally will not spawn 10 aliens in 30 seconds. So it's like, how are we supposed to get impossible. The challenge?
Yeah. Or like,
it's like all
it says like kill 20 aliens by the time the generator ends with shotguns.
Yeah, that was an awful challenge.
And it's like we both had shotguns and we're both killing zombies or aliens. Gosh dang, freaking I'm on zombies. Don't worry about it though. But it gives you like the only shotgun near you is the TAC 19, and it's not very good.
Terrible.
And I mean we could, even with armor piercing rounds and with the 450 extra damage
from the weapon specialist.
You can't kill a rhino. Worth crap.
You can't even kill a hunter in one shot.
You can barely kill a hunter. In 2 shots, maybe.
Like a scout or a seeker is the only ones you can kill in 1 shot with that shotgun, even with armor piercing rounds and 50% extra damage.
So it's basically
ridiculous.
Like 60 or something extra damage.
Yeah.
And you still can't kill it in 1 shot because the shotgun is just terrible. The TAC 19 is just terrible.
Yeah. We should have used like the bulldog or something.
Yeah, we should have ran. I mean, I should have been using the TAC 19 and had you go run and grab the bulldog or something. But it was just bad. But for the most part, the challenges aren't too terribly hard.
Yeah,
we've done it before where we've gotten to the end there, but we don't know if that was it because you've already gotten all the or we've both already done it with all the challenges when we did it on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So we're not sure yet. I mean, we're trying to just figure that out before we start again. But
and then the other achievement we have to do on Ghosts is playing through Exodus on hardcore difficulty with a relic, which hardcore difficulty and extinction, I mean, it's not terrible, but it sucks because you take so much more damage, you deal like no damage.
I mean, even on regular difficulty, like I'll be like running with the frickin' pistols and they'll be hitting me in the back, and I'm like, what do you like? There's nothing I can do about it. Like he's down and I'm running, and I'm like, crap, we're screwed. I'll turn around and try and kill a few, and you're just down. And in a hardcore, it's like 10 times worse because they do more damage to you. And I mean, it wants us to have a relic, and like probably the easiest relic to use is you drop less ammo and less armor when you're dropping things. And once you get to the to the last upgrade of that, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, that's like the easiest one to do. So it doesn't make it too much harder, but like with the hardcore mode already, it's just a pain in the butt. We're just gonna have to grind a little bit to get that. It shouldn't take us too long. But
what I'm really hoping for that one is to get the Cryptid Slayer ammo for that, because the Cryptid Slayer ammo, it costs 500 teeth. I have like 200 and something right now, so I'm almost there. But it's a really awesome upgrade because it combines all the types of ammo. So it does incendiary, it does stun, it does armor piercing rounds, and explosive, and the regular type of ammo too.
So it's basically every single alien. Holy crap! I know it's aliens. Okay, I know it is. But it's basically really good against all aliens, and it's just fantastic and would help a whole ton. Because normally our strategy is we go in and we each are using our skill points for one of us does armor, one of us does armor piercing rounds, and then after that we both go for your specialist, and then your pistol and the turrets,
sentry gun,
and we basically don't do the riot shield super much because it's like the riot shield's good, but it doesn't need a whole lot more to it than
the standard 10.
Yeah. So with this ammo,
it'd be perfect because the armor piercing ammo is, it's like the best type of ammo you can get because it cuts through the armor of hunters, of rhinos, I believe, mammoths. I think scorpions have some type of armor, and
do the gargoyles as well?
I think so, and I think also with phantoms too. They have a type of armor on there as well.
And so it basically makes every shot like a regular shot to a scout. You can still do headshot damage.
Yeah, and
but
deal
it's
extra,
but it's like best because there's no damage takeaway from hitting them in the back or in the side or something.
Yeah.
So
really good there.
It's really good, yeah.
But of course, if you combine that with incendiary,
and
really
explosive,
good because incendiary lights them on fire, so they're still taking damage after each shot. Like even if you shoot them once, it's like boom, they're damaged from that shot, and of course it'll do extra damage because it's incendiary, and then they'll burn and burn and burn, and then explosive is basically like you're shooting them with an explosive, so it like blows up on them, does a crap ton of damage, and then stun is really good because it actually like stuns whatever you're shooting
for a second. And that's really nice.
There's also another upgrade, which I think it's like chain stun ammo. So if you have stun ammo and you shoot any cryptids, it'll like chain between them, kind of like the Tempest from Black Ops 3. Mm-hmm. Chain the stun. So that would be perfect.
Or like Deadwire or something from Black Ops 3.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then what was the other one I said? Explosive, incendiary, armor piercing, stun. Oh, I guess the other one is regular, which regular ammo, it's of course pretty much the worst ammo you can get, but the upgrades for it are amazing because with this Cryptid Slayer ammo, when you're upgrading it, you're upgrading every single ammo basically together, and the original ammo, I think it starts out at like 60% of your max. The second upgrade the first upgrade is like 80% of your max, and then I think the third upgrade is like 100% of your max, as well as I think it tops off your clip when you throw down or whenever you pick up ammo. And then the fourth one is if you're standing within, I think, like 15 meters of the like actual ammo box, you'll regen ammo automatically without, even if you throw it down, start using like 100 rounds, you'll start to regen more ammo just by being near the box.
Which is way good, especially if you have the cryptic ammo. You have armor piercing, all this stuff together, you throw it down and you don't even have to pick it up. Like if I can't pick it up or something, I can be standing next to it and be like, clear out, then pick it up, and I had already gained back a little bit of ammo while I was doing that as well. And it's just
such
a little bit
upgrade.
But it's really good.
So I just need to get more teeth for that one. Shouldn't be too bad. Really looking forward to that.
It's a little bit of a grind, but it should be.
It'll pay off way much because it also affects both of us and helps us out both because we can both get Cryptid Slayer ammo. Because the other
I have a
upgrade I
lot
was
farther
looking
to go
into
for that, but
the other upgrade I was looking into was going to be the double class, but that is 1,000 teeth. But it's really good because you can get 2 like specialist classes. So obviously the 2 choices you'd go for would be like weapon specialist and medic are like the 2 best choices. Because with medic, the upgrades for that are you run faster, you heal faster,
fantastic,
and you revive faster, and then you, of course, like the very last one is you ignore any of the gas from the scorpions, and then with weapon specialist, it's like The first one I think is like faster aim down sights, then it's like faster something, then it's like faster reloading, and then it's more damage. So
and
if
it's
you can
40% more damage, plus armor piercing is 10% more damage, plus
when you just having
start,
the base, it's 10, yeah. And then
so
of course you got that other upgrade for 5% extra damage.
So
yeah,
you know, you got like 60% extra damage, 65% extra damage, something
whole
like that.
crap ton.
Which is way freaking good, especially because one of the hardest parts of it is we'll just go through all of the areas doing all the challenges. In the last challenge, you have 6 rhinos and like a mammoth or 2 mammoths or something that come at you, and it's seriously impossible with armor piercing rounds and not your 40%.
Yeah.
And it's super hard. So you have to like set up sentry guns, all the traps, and you're like sitting up in a corner, you know, and running around, and it's super hard. But when you have that 40% extra added on, when you finish that, oh my gosh, it's really good. You just grab the melee or the chainsaw and you just rip right through them, and it works extremely well.
Yeah, it does. It's so good. So Ghost shouldn't be too bad to complete. Then, of course, after that, we got Advanced Warfare, which, once again, is on Xbox 360 and on Xbox One. Mm-hmm. So all I have left to do on both those games now is just the Zombies achievement, so Exo Zombies. So
and we're
not too many there.
There with them, too.
We have
those too.
I think I have every achievement for Outbreak. I have every achievement for, actually, except for one, on the Xbox One for Infection. I need to rescue 20 survivors.
Which, we just had to play it a couple more times. We're almost done with that.
And then on the 360, I got to do the Easter egg on there, as well as 20 survivors. And I think also maybe 4 in one game. Could be wrong there.
But that's not hard as long as you're playing.
Yeah. And then after that, for the Xbox One, for Descent, before that, Carrier, the only achievement I have left to do on that map is the Easter egg. And then on the 360, I think I literally only have the Easter egg on there as well. And then Descent, I have a couple of them on Xbox to do, and literally only the Easter egg on the 360 to do. So nothing too bad on there. We just got to play through Exo Zombies more, play through on that. Exo Zombies isn't bad, and it's not hard. Like, the Easter eggs on there aren't hard compared to Treyarch, really at all. But it's just kind of like, we got to do it on the Xbox One and the 360. So
it makes it's just like a little bit of a grind, because it's like you've done it, you're like, yes, I'm finished, and then it's like, I have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, they're not hard, but it's not like they don't take time. Like, it still takes a good chunk of time. It's still an Easter egg, and it's like, even though it's not difficult per se to do, it's still like, just, you gotta sit down and do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, especially since I'm not super familiar with these maps, because that's not the zombies I'm super used to playing, but I get a hang of it, but it takes a couple games, and then we finish it, and then it's like, okay, let's move on to the next one that I've never played before.
Then after Advanced Warfare, we got Black Ops 3. And so for that game, we're working on that. We're making progress, because we are currently playing through it on Realistic. It takes a while, and it's definitely, kind of hard, but we're making our way through it, slowly.
We're about halfway through the campaign on Realistic, but we haven't played the campaign for a couple days now.
Yeah.
And we can do a few
missions
pretty
in a day.
quick,
So we got to do that. There's also all the campaign challenges to do, all the accolades.
Those things.
That's going to take a while. And then we got to do the service record, which is a bunch of kind of obscure challenges. It's like complete all the cyber core upgrades, all the weapons. Then you got to do like the training simulator on Realistic.
And finish all of the...
yeah, and then like veteran without restarting to a checkpoint or something like that. That's really rough.
That one is hard.
And then I think that's basically it for the campaign. Then I have all the base game Zombies achievements. I have all of Dreisendrach. I have all of Zetsubu. And then Grad Krovi. I've got a bunch of Grad Krovi wants to do. But the nice thing about that is that it's like, build the Guard of Fafnir or whatever.
And it's all things for the Easter egg.
Yeah, stuff you're going to do anyways.
The problem with that, though, the reason we haven't done it yet, because I can almost guarantee you we'd already have it done, except the day we finished the Der Eisendrock
And we
and
did Shadows after
the
that.
Shadows Easter egg. We were going to move on to Grod Krovi the day after, which was the day we started.
Mm-hmm.
There was a glitch that started in the game.
Yeah.
And you physically cannot finish the Easter egg. In the last cutscene, zombies will still spawn and down you, or it'll crash every single time without fail.
And you cannot get the achievement. You can't get the progress towards the Easter egg. So that's frustrating.
And it's like, even if we could just get the achievement, it'd be like,
and
okay,
not see the cutscene.
It's fine. Who cares? You know, we can
it's
always
up on
look
YouTube.
up the cutscene on YouTube or something like that. But we physically cannot do that, so that also hinders us from doing the Revelations Easter egg because we can't get the Super Easter egg.
Mm-hmm. So I do Revelations Easter egg. There's a bunch of random achievements on there. Wear 3 different type of hats. Assist a keeper in killing a bunch, like every type of zombie or something like that.
Kill 20 or 30 zombies with the
with the wonder weapons, each wonder weapon.
And then also with the, what is it called? The beam.
Oh, the turret thing.
Yeah, the turret thing that you get from all the engines. The corruption engines that you override. And then, of course, with Zombies Chronicles, we got to do Shangri-La Easter egg on there. And for Moon, we have everything for Moon. Except for getting or stopping all of the excavators. The only reason we don't have that one is because when we did the Easter egg, you have to
let one breach.
Yeah. And that's the only one we haven't done. And then we went back to it one other time and didn't make it, but then we just never went back to it again. Mm-hmm. And it's really not that hard. Basically, you have to make it around 25.
Yeah. Not bad at all. And then after that, after Black Ops 3, we got Infinite Warfare. Actually, before we do Infinite Warfare, we'll do Modern Warfare Remastered. For me, all I have left on there is Mile High Club on Veteran. So as soon as I beat that on COD 4, I'll probably immediately hop on to Modern Warfare Remastered. Hopefully beat it first or second try on there. That's all I have to do for Modern Warfare Remastered. Infinite Warfare, I got to play through on Veteran. Not looking forward to that. I have 2 campaign achievements besides that. And then we got to do Infinite Warfare Zombies. So Zombies in Spaceland, basically every achievement for that.
Have we done any achievements for that game in Zombies yet?
I don't think so. Then, of course, after Zombies in Spaceland, there is Rave in the Redwoods, which we got to do every achievement plus the Easter egg. Then Shaolin Shuffle, which is every achievement plus the Easter egg. Then there's Taka, the Radioactive Thing, every achievement plus Easter egg.
So we basically haven't done
The Beast from Beyond, which is all the achievements plus the Easter egg. But Infinite Warfare, it's not too bad of a game, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then, of course, after that, we got World War II, which I got to play through it on just the regular difficulty because I'm recording that currently, so I need to finish up that and play the rest of the game. Because he's a wuss and
he doesn't want to seem like he sucks.
And
so he won't play it through Veteran yet.
Yeah, then I got to play through on Veteran.
It's really not that bad. I went through it the very first time I played through it. I straight went for the Veteran. That was the first thing I did. Went through it on Veteran, got every single thing, and then I played through it on the easy mode on Recruit, and I got every single collectible and challenge done. And that's just how I do it because I'm just like, you know what? The first time I go through it, I'm gonna play it through it when it's really hard and just kind of go for it because it's cool.
Knock those achievements out of the way.
Mm-hmm. And then I would just go for the
easy ones.
The easy ones after that. And the last challenge is in that game is you have to shoot down every single fighter pilot on the last mission when you're in the flat gun. Mm-hmm. And it is hard because you have to count it out while you're doing it because there's a specific number that you have and everything, and there's a checkpoint halfway through it. So basically, and the halfway through mark is right after you destroy 3 fighters at the same time. And it's really hard because you have to shoot those 3 fighters, and if you don't get all 3 fighters or in that last one, you have to hurry and go to last checkpoint. Because if you don't, then you have to go through the entire campaign again, or through the entire level again to that point, which that's one of the very last parts of that actual mission. So that's a pain in the butt. But like once you get through that first section, the second section isn't as bad, but it's like it's still a pain in the butt because I actually went through it and I thought I got all of them, and then I didn't get the achievement. I was like, "Fuck!" So I had to go all the way back through the mission again, and that one is the biggest pain. Everything else isn't really that bad.
Yeah. Then of course after that we got zombies. So the first map, not too bad on there, just a couple random achievements left. Then with Darkest Shore, got to do the Easter egg still on there. That one's kind of a hard Easter egg.
That one's it's not that hard up until
that last point with
the last part with where the spider guy,
Mutler or whatever those guys, Mutlers or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
those ones are just ridiculous. But I mean, we've never tried the boss fight, and apparently that boss fight's really hard. So we're gonna have to hopefully be able to do that. And then after that, the Shadow Throne. Literally, I played through it once.
We almost beat it.
Yeah, so we gotta do that. Then after that is the Tortured Path, which that one's pretty easy. It's not, a lot of people complain about it, and it is hard, but, nothing too bad there, so we gotta do that. And then, of course, the fourth map, which is coming out on Xbox in like a week or something, so literally we can't do anything about that until then, so
hopefully we can get all of those achievements on that really quick.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too bad. The worst part about it is probably going to be the Easter egg, like usual.
Yeah, so that is all the achievements we got to do for all the Call of Duty games. Not too bad. Got quite a lot of work to do for that because we got to do Black Ops 1. We got to do Shangri-La Easter egg, Moon, and then after that we got to do Black Ops 2 Easter eggs. So we got to do Die Rise and Buried.
Well, just Die Rise for you. We're more trying to get all of his achievements done because I've got a lot more to go through than you do, but I'll basically get most of these achievements with you, and then I'll just have a few extra ones that he got when I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Especially the freaking Buried Easter.
Yeah, so what was that? Shangri-La, Moon, Die Rise, and then after that, I guess we'd move on to Advanced Warfare. So after that would be Outbreak on 360. No, I have that. So Infection on 360.
Yep.
Carrier on 360. Descent on 360, Carrier on Xbox One, Descent on Xbox One, and then after that we have Black Ops 3, so that's Grad Crovey, Revelations, and then of course we gotta do Shangri-La, so up to 11 Easter eggs there. Then we gotta do Infinite Warfare Zombies, so we gotta do Zombies in Spaceland, Raven the Redwoods, Shall and Shuffle, Attack the Radioactive Thing, Beast from Beyond, so we're up to 16 there, and then we gotta do World War II Zombies, so we gotta do Darkest Shore, Shadowed Throne, Tortured Path, and this final map. So 20 Easter eggs total.
We have to do in less than a month.
Yeah. So basically doing an Easter egg a day. Yeah. It's going to be tough, but we can do it.
We can do it. That's not that bad.
That's basically...
It's really just grinding from the morning till the afternoon.
Yeah.
We can honestly... we got, 2 Easter eggs in 2 days? The one time that we actually went for it, when we went for Shadows, and then...
Dries
and Drock. We got Dries and Drock, then we got Shadows, and then we were gonna do
Grad Crovey. We could have got that easy. We could have had Grad Crovey.
Except for the freaking
And
glitch.
Unless they patch that soon, we're not gonna be able to get those 2 Easter eggs. Apparently Treyarch knows about it, but at the same time they're working on Black Ops 4 right now, so
they're pretty busy.
Yeah, hopefully they'll release a patch before Black Ops 4 comes out that's like, yo, this is kind of like a final patch for Black Ops 3. We finally fixed the Easter egg. Now you guys can do it, and that it'll be hopefully maybe our last 2 Easter eggs, which would be fitting, doing Grad Crovey and Revelations, and then stepping right into Black Ops 4 instead of doing all the Treyarch ones, and then doing Infinite Warfare and Exos, and then stepping into Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
So we have our work cut out for us, and then the other thing we're trying to do before Black Ops 4 comes out, personally, I'm trying to get every weapon in Black Ops 3 multiplayer Dark Matter.
Almost done.
Yeah,
almost done.
Really close. Literally, it's just right now I have 2 weapons, ranged weapons, to get Dark Matter, and then I have a bunch of melee weapons, which aren't even bad at all. It just takes time. It's kind of just grinding those, and then I gotta get the rest of the DLC weapons. So,
and it's kind of funny because I've been playing this game for half the,
quite
half.
Almost Master Prestige.
I'm almost. Yeah, I'm pretty close to Master Prestige, but your Master Prestige...
Your 10th Prestige level, what,
26.
Okay, and then I'm Masked Prestige 668 or something like that.
And I have more weapons than he does.
And I'm like, I just have the worst luck with supply drops. So
I have
I don't know, man.
1, 2. So I have all the shotgun. No, I need the Banshee. No, Basilisk. I have all of the LMGs.
The HLX4, the mini one.
Oh, HLX4 for the that's the
SMGs.
Then
the
assault
PPSH,
rifles, I have all of them. Oh yeah, I do need the PPSH,
PPSH.
and then I got the MS.
You got the Sten.
I have the Sten. So I only need those 2 for the
Two
subs.
SMGs.
I have all the assault rifles. I have.
Oh, don't you need the M16?
No, I have that one.
Or no,
that's
Galil.
you. I have that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was the last one I needed, but I got that. Yeah, I got that.
LMGs, you have all those. Shotguns, you need the Banshee. Snipers, you have
all of this. I have all the snipers.
Do you have the Dragoon?
Yep, I have all the snipers.
And then
I need the.
Is that all the primaries?
Yep, that's all the primaries. I need
secondaries.
3 primaries.
You need the Rift E9.
Yep,
and the Marshals. Launchers, you have all of those.
All the launchers.
You have all the melee weapons. Mm-hmm. And then for the specials, you need the ballistic knife.
Nope, I have the ballistic knife. I need the Shadow Claws.
And you got the Dissector and the ballistic knife.
Yes, so I just need the. So I only have 6 left, and you have.
I think I have 7. Yeah, I have a list of all the weapons I still need to get in Black Ops 3 for my assault rifles. I don't have too many left to do.
For the assault rifles, don't you only need the M16? Isn't that the only one you have left in the in that?
Yeah, I think so. The M16. Yeah, M16 is the only assault rifle. For the SMGs, I need the Renovator and the Sten. Snipers.
Renovator is actually one of my favorite guns that I've ever played with.
It's really fun.
I mean, it's a little bit. You have to lead a little bit, and it's a projectile gun, but it's actually really, really cool to use. And I used it for a while, and I got really good with it, and I loved that gun. But then, I finished it, so I had to move on.
Yeah. Then I got 2 snipers, the XPR-50 and the Dragoon. XPR-50 should be pretty easy to get done. The Dragoon is a weird sniper, and I'm not looking forward to that. But then I have 2 pistols, Marshall 16, which
easy as fetch.
That's gonna be such a joy to use.
Those things piss me off. I hate playing against people with that. Yeah. It doesn't matter what gun you have. You're like running around corner. You're like, I got you, bang, and you're done. You're out of there. And it's like shotgun doesn't matter. Pistol, it's like you just get shreked with that thing. I don't think.
Then the other weapon is the Rift E9, which, oh boy, that thing is terrible. It's rough to use. So,
but it still shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, 7 weapons plus a bunch of melee weapons, which I have every melee weapon. I just need to get those dark matter.
Like you have like
plus 12, my 2 range.
12 more.
Yeah, so not too bad. Hopefully, I can do all this before Black Ops 4 comes out. I just gotta make progress on it every single day.
And try and get to about rank 750, right?
Before Black Ops 4 comes out. But yeah, I mean, we got our work cut out for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was really fun to make and really fun to hop back into this. I've kind of missed this. We're gonna be doing these every week again, every Friday, and I'm really excited about this. So we're gonna hop on to some of these games and be playing. Hopefully, trying to make some progress on this.
Right now, we're gonna get right into it. Try and play our little hearts out.
Yeah, really excited about this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any comments or suggestions or anything you guys want to talk about, leave them in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.